Okay, today I'm going to be making a character in a time of war with the life modules. Now, this is obviously not the third printing. This is the second printing, but I haven't gotten my third printing in the mail yet. Fortunately, I've read over the PDF of the third printing, and nothing really changed with the life modules themselves, so I can still use this book to make my character. And if you have this book lying around and you've got the new printing, well, that's great. Now you got more books to help you and your players create characters. So let's get to it. Pulling out my checklist of things to do, we see the first thing is to pick all the life modules. I'm going to write all the life modules down there, and I'll see you when I'm finished. I'm back. I've chosen my life modules. I went with Fed Sons, Draconis March for 0, White Collar for Stage 1, High School for Stage 2, Military Academy, and Tour of Duty. Now that I have those picked out, the next thing on my checklist to do is to record the prerequisites. So, I'll be right back after I've finished that. I have returned with all the prerequisites. As you can see, I'm color coding things just because it helps me keep stuff straight. That's by no means a requirement. That's just what I do. Stage 0, I need to have a minimum int score of 4. Stage 1, I need to have 3 or higher wealth or property trait. Stage 2, I can't be a clanner and I can't be illiterate. Stage 3, because I didn't go to some sort of military high school, there are some changes to my traits and attributes, notably will and edge. And at stage 4, I have to have at least one military skill field, which I will easily have. Okay, so prerequisites are done. Now what do we do? I recorded them. Now I take care of the universal XP. Alright, there I have my universal XPs down. Now what's next? On to step 2. Record all XPs given from modules 0, 1, and 2. Okie doke, let's do that. Okay, now I'm at the skill fields part of stage 3. This is where things get a little something dicey, I suppose. So we gotta find wherever the skill fields are. First off, I forget the page number. There they are. Here's the skill fields. I'm going to pick one basic, one advanced, and one special. Basic training, that looks all right. So we're gonna find basic training here. Basic training is right here. And I get these skills. So I've got my skills here. You see, these are my skills. I'm going to put basic training. Apparently I can't spell. Career soldier. Martial arts. Medtech. Navigation. Ground. And small arms. Now, I'm getting 30 XP in each skill, but they only cost me 24 apiece. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 times 24. That should only cost me 120 XP for all those guys. That's how that works now. And now, because I picked a basic field, I now get to pick an advanced field. Let's do Mech Warrior. Mech Warrior will be the advanced field. Mech Warrior is right here. So I'm going to do the same thing for Mech Warrior. And then I will pick a special. I think I'll do Pilot Battle Armor, in case I randomly want to be in Battle Armor. Yeah, and I'll just do what I did right here. for the Mech Warrior skill field and the Pilot Battle Armor skill field, which is right there. See ya later. Oh, never mind. I'm working. So I can't do Pilot Battle Armor because I don't have the infantry field, which is right there. There are requirements for these things. I can't do Mech Warrior because I got basic training. Okay, so I have to pick another one. Oh heck, I'll just pick infantry. I'll probably need to fight some people hand to hand, so infantry would be useful. Yeah, I'm going to do that skill field instead of the Pilot Battle Armor. Alright, and I'll see you in the future. Alright, bam. I got my skill fields done. Basic training, Mech Warrior, and infantry. Boom. Let's see, where are we? I recorded all the XPs. From all the modules. I was supposed to do just step 2 first, but oh well. No, I did that, and then I went on and did step 3. Yep. Then I went and did step 4. Okay, so I did these 3 steps. I recorded all the XPs from all the stuff. Now I have to sum all XP from all life modules and record them on the character sheet before I optimize. So, I'll see you in the... Well, let's take a look at my bookkeeping. So, here's how I'm recording the attributes. The universal XPs are in black, stage 0 are in brown, and you see this is just all color-coded and across so that I can know where they all came from. And now I'm just going to sum all these here. Traits, as you can see, these are all the traits I have, and they're color-coded as well. Went all the way to the second page. And the skills, I got lots of skills. They're color-coded. Everything's color-coded. It just helps me. So now I'm going to sum all these and see what they look like. Also note, there are flexible XPs, but I planned on recording them here, but I decided not to, and I just threw them into something as they came up. So now I'm going to sum all this stuff and hopefully write it on a character sheet. Maybe. Okay, I summed everything up. I decided not to put them in the character sheet just yet. Now what I think I'm going to do is subtract the cost of all the modules from my XP pool to see where I'm at, and then I will start optimizing. See you then. Okay, I went and found out how much I spent on the life modules, which is this much, and I subtracted it from 5,000, so I now have 2,290 XP left in my XP pool. Now it's time to optimize and see how much XP gets put back in there. See you later. Done optimizing everything. Now a little review of how this works. Right now my strength is at 250, but it can only be at level 2 or level 3, so I really only need to have 200 XP or 300 XP. So that 50 XP isn't doing anything. I can optimize it away. I can subtract the 50 to make my strength score at 200, and then I can add that 50 back into my XP pool. Same with this 35 here. Oop. That 35 isn't doing anything, so I can add it back into my XP pool, and so on down. And I can do the same thing with my traits. Let's see, the connection trait at 265 doesn't do anything. It's between levels, so I can get rid of that 65, make it 200, add that 65 back into the XP pool. And of course, you have to keep going down. So with Glass Jaw, that was at negative 50. I have to subtract that down to the first fully attainable level, which is negative 300. So I subtract negative 50 minus 250 is negative 300. And I add that 250 back into my XP pool. And so on with all the other traits. Skills, same thing. Having 55 XP in this skill puts me in between levels. So I subtract that 5 from 55 to yield 50, and that puts me right at a level. And I add that 5 back into my XP pool. And I do that for the rest of my skills. And when I add all that up, I'll see my attributes had 210 extra XP, my traits had 1060 extra XP, my skills had 105 extra XP. I add all that up to yield 1,375. Then I add that 1,375 back into my XP pool. Now I have 3,666 XP left to spend, and I can spend that according to the point buy rules. But to know what I need to spend, at this point, I'm going to fill out my character sheet with what I have so far so I can see what it all looks like, and then I'll start putting more in. So I'll see you after I fill this out with what I have so far. And here's the character sheet filled out with all the XPs from the life modules. So I will be operating under the point buy rules from here on out to finish the character. The first thing I need to do to finish the character is to attend to the prerequisites. You'll notice that my int is at a 2, and because I took stage 0 at the Fed Suns, my int needs to be at least a 4. My edge is also a 0, which is too low. I need to raise that. I need to have a 3 or higher in wealth or property traits, which I don't have, so I need to get that. You'll notice I got a lot of traits. More traits that can actually fit into that box. And a lot of negative traits too, and if I want, I can select up to -5 more TP. So this character has some serious negative quirks to him. You'll notice the skills. I've got a lot of skills, but all the skill levels are really low, so I'm going to want to put more XP into those to level those up a bit. But I'm not actually going to do all that, at least not in this video, because the rest of this is all point buy rules, and I already have a video over how point buy works. Congratulations! We made a life module character with paper. I have a video on how to make a life module character with Excel as well.